So today I'm gonna be doing a little Q&A. It's Thursday. Why does it feel like a Friday? I'm dressed kind of ridiculously because I was filming TikToks and I just did a TikTok with my crab rangoons. Apparently like crab rangoon TikTok is a thing. I mean, what isn't a thing on TikTok? Literally every single niche, every weird possible thing exists on TikTok. And I love TikTok. Like, I don't have a huge following on there. I have 48.3 thousand. And, you know, so it's not my biggest social media platform. Oh my God, where? I didn't get chopsticks. Is this for real? Great, I have to use a fork. So anyway, I have my little Aperol Spritz, which has been my favorite drink as of lately. I just pour myself one and it usually like gets me through the night. Let me adjust this a little bit so you guys can see me better. But I got myself some General Tso's chicken and I also got myself these crab rangoons. They look pretty damn good. Got it from my favorite Asian place. Today's my cheat day. I've been on a diet and trying to eat healthy, be healthy. And I've been doing really well. I've been working. I'm actually gonna work out probably after this. Hi, Frank. You can't eat this, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just not gonna work, okay? Anyways, I thought I was gonna eat this with you guys, have a nice dinner with you, and answer some questions that I asked you to ask me over on Instagram. Let me go get a fork. I'll be right back. We are back. It's been a very interesting week. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to eat this. I haven't had Chinese food in a while. I wanted to talk to you guys about something. Ooh, the meat's nice. So yeah, I've been on TikTok a bunch, trying to create some TikTok content and trying to grow somewhat of a following on there because my YouTube channel is pretty dead. You know, YouTube's not what it used to be. And that's fine. Things change, people change, and you know, social media platforms kind of fade in and out. I feel like people use YouTube for different things nowadays because I feel like 10 years ago YouTube was like the alternative entertainment to cable, to watching just like regular television, and now there's so many different alternatives to watching reality television and, you know, just real people. And there's like Hulu, there's Netflix, there's Amazon Prime, there's just that was a big piece. There are just so many other different streaming options. And so, you know, I think YouTube is still popular, but it takes a lot more to stand out. Like, you used to be able to just make videos about like anything, stories, and they would get a lot of views, but now I would just feel like it's so much harder. Personally, I go on YouTube to watch piano videos. Like, I watch videos of people playing piano, and I watch videos of like piano tutorials. And then I'll watch like travel videos because I can't travel right now. So I live vicariously through other people. And they're not even traveling, but they just live in different places. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what the first question is. First question, how do you keep your house so clean all the time? Does it look clean right now? Actually, it's kind of a mess. Yeah, my house is generally pretty clean. This might also explain why I have such a hard time finding a partner, because I'm very OCD. I need everything very tidy and orderly. I don't even think it's like healthy to the extent that I do it. I think I take it to a new extreme that's very bad, and I think it is rooted in some psychological problems. I think, I don't want to self-diagnose myself, that's so bad to do, but I know I suffer from OCD. You know, I never had a crab rangoon up until a couple weeks ago. That was the first time I ever had it. I used to have OCD as a kid. I used to have these like rituals that I used to do. Like, I could never just flick a light switch once. I would like, in my head, there would be like this little voice that would tell me to do it like 3 times. Otherwise, like something really bad was gonna happen. I had all these like weird things, like quirks and tics that I did. And I also think I had Tourette's because I used to blink really hard when I was a kid. I was weird. I was a weird kid. No wonder I had no friends. Shout out to all the other weird kids growing up who had some like weird shit that scared other children. So yeah, I think I'm definitely very OCD. I joke and say like, oh, it's me just being a Virgo, but no, it's a problem. And when I've been in relationships with people who are less tidy and organized than me, I like flip out sometimes. Not like violently. I'll get really stressed out if there's clutter or if there's a lot of things on the counter. If there's clutter, I literally am just like, someone could be talking to me and in my head, I'm just like off in another world, just like focusing on like that pile of like disorganized or disheveled things, like papers or anything. And like, I'll literally just be like, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you, like I cannot listen to you, like I need to clean that. So it is, yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a problem, but my house is always clean. That's the benefit. My house is always organized, always pretty spotless. And when it's not, you best bet I'm having a bad day. Because once in a while it does happen that my house will get messy because I'm really busy and I don't have time to clean it and I just have too much going on. Whew, and those days I am a raging cunt. You do not want to be around me on those days. Let's see, Girl Scout cookie season is around the corner. What's your favorite flavor? My favorite flavor, Girl Scout cookie, I think I like Thin Mints. And I like the chocolate covered peanut butter ones. Those are really good. Next question is from Marcel. I love you, by the way. Would you rather have more money or more time? More time, because I have enough money. And I feel like time is priceless. Like you can't put a price on time. Time is the currency of life. Next question is from Boondock789. What made you decide to go from YouTuber to sex work, especially after 90 Day? So I was doing what could be considered sex work long before 90 days. And actually during the audition process, I guess what you could call it, like when they were casting us for the show, it was a little bit of an issue. I remember that the casting directors for 90 Day Fiancé asked me to send examples of the type of photos and videos I do, because you know I did this like since 2016. So the OnlyFans stuff, like none of this is new. A lot of people recently started OnlyFans because of the pandemic and it became like the cool thing to do this past year, but I've been doing this for a long time and I did it before when it was even more looked down upon. Now I feel like it's less so, but yeah, it was an issue with the 90 Day Fiancé casting people. They asked to see it and I remember being on the phone with them one time and I was like, yeah, this is what I do, like is it gonna be an issue? And they said no, like we've had porn stars on the show, we've had all sorts of people on the show. So I was like, yeah, I mean you guys have had freaking criminals on the show, like I take naked pictures, I don't think that should be like a huge deal. Then I've heard that they do have issues with some people doing it. It makes no sense to me. I really don't understand, because it's not hurting anybody, it's not anything bad, right? I started doing it because I've been doing YouTube since about 2014, and ever since I started YouTube, I had kind of cultivated a predominantly male audience, and you know, other YouTubers who had a predominantly female following released makeup and girly stuff, but me with my predominantly male audience, I was like, well, what do the people want? The people wanted titties, so I gave them that. I provided. It was something that I thought about for a really long time. It's not something that I jumped into half-heartedly or without thinking through completely, and it's something that to this day I will never regret, because it's given me a really amazing lifestyle. It's given me the opportunity to give back to people, to help my family members, to live my life to the fullest. Like I said, time is everything. And if you can work and make enough money that you are able to enjoy your time here on this earth better and more easily, then that's all that matters to me. So, you know, I don't care what people say. I don't care if people look down on it. I don't care about any of that. All I know is that I'm saving money for my future. I'm making money. I'm spreading the wealth, and I'm enjoying my time on this earth. And that's all that matters. And I'm still like doing other things that I am really proud of. Like I have other projects that I work on that actually are funded by the fact that I do OnlyFans and Patreon. And those things like are my passion project. How are your butt shots doing? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so controversial. And this will also be probably the last question that I answer. Also, by the way, I ordered this big ass order of crab rangoons. I've eaten one and I don't think I can eat another one. I'm already so full. Anyway, so butt shots. You might be confused. So as you guys know, I've tried to preach body positivity in the past, but let's be honest, it's really hard to be body positive all the time. Over the years, I've kind of accepted that I don't have a really big ass, and I don't like the shape of my butt either. I know how to pose to make it look nicer. I know which clothes flatter me. I know what looks good and what doesn't, but I have pretty predominant hip dips, and they're much more so predominant than anybody else's that I've ever seen. Like if they weren't that bad, if they were like generally normal hip dips, then fine, but mine are like concave. It does not look good, especially if you're looking at my ass head on. If you look at my butt from the side, I do have that P and that bump, and I would never get a BBL because BBLs are very dangerous, and I think a really healthy woman should do it if she wants to, but somebody who has health issues like I do, it's not the best idea. Like it's pretty much a recipe for disaster. And I've talked to a handful of surgeons, and they have all said that they don't even want to perform it on me, but they don't like to perform it on anybody because of the high death rate in comparison to other surgical procedures. So that's basically convinced me never to get it, even though like, oh gosh, in another lifetime, maybe I would have if I was like a healthier individual, but it's just not worth it, honestly. Like I'm not willing to die over an ass. So I recently found out about Sculptra. It's just basically like a sugar water solution. They inject it into your buttocks, and then what happens is it stimulates collagen growth in that area. It does bruise a little bit. Mine actually ended up bruising a lot. I'll show you guys what that looked like 2 days post injections, and it did become pretty sore as well. So it wasn't painful during the procedure, but afterwards it was definitely sore, and the results are pretty subtle, and they happen over a period of like 2 to 3 months, and then the results last about 2 years. And everybody's results will vary. It just really depends how your body reacts to it. And so I did like a trial of it, and I did like 5 vials of Sculptra into my butt cheeks, like around my hip dip area. That's why you'll see that the bruises are on my hip area almost. And then I guess in like 2 months, I'm gonna go back and see how it worked. And we took photos when I was there last time, and we're gonna take photos again and do like a side-by-side and see if it worked. And if it worked, I'll do more. And if it didn't work, then I guess I'll just have to like live my life with a small ass. But we'll see how it is. If you guys want me to do an update video, and if you just want me to do a video entirely dedicated to this procedure, let me know, and I will definitely do like a whole video about it, how it felt post procedure, and also like do it before and after. So like this video, let me know in the comments if you want me to do that. I wanted to do something little to make myself feel a little bit more confident, and that's kind of been my motto going forward. I've turned 30 this year, and I'm just doing like little things here and there. You know, I'm not really fucking with my face. I just do a little bit of Botox here and a little bit of Botox here. I don't do any filler. I did filler under my eyes like a year and a half ago, and it's pretty much dissolved, and I don't think I need it anymore because I used to be severely anemic, but now I'm not. So I feel like the hollows underneath my eyes have really greatly improved. And then I did get lipo in my chin and around my stomach area, just to like make it look a little bit more proportionate. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, why don't you work out? Why don't you do squats? I do work out, and I used to kill myself by doing squats with like really heavy fucking weights too. And I actually ended up injuring myself because I was overdoing it. And my butt would get super, super toned, but it never would get that like plumpness. And I wanted like that fat plumpness, not like muscle on my butt. And so, you know, this was my decision at the end of the day. It's my body. I don't think I'm going overboard. I think it's pretty clear when people go overboard with plastic surgery, and I don't think I'm near that point. But hey, if I ever get to that point, let me know. I even told my friend, I was like, just let me know if you think I'm overdoing it ever. And she promised me, because I've seen so many people who've just really gone off the deep end with procedures when they didn't even need them. And I know it like just stems from body dysmorphia and not being able to see yourself accurately. And I have that issue for sure. So, you know, when I look at myself in the mirror, I see something completely different than what you guys do. So that's why it's important to have honest people around you who give you real feedback. But anyway, this was a fun Q&A. I enjoyed having dinner with you guys. This was very delicious. I hope you're enjoying your day, evening, whenever you're watching this. Cheers. Also go check out my OnlyFans if you guys want my 18 and up content. I also have a Patreon, which is a little bit less scandalous and risque, but still just as fun. And tiers start as low as $1. And all of my social media will be linked in the description box. So I will see you guys on all my other social media platforms, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.